it's me Harley, back again for another video. These are going to be the top 10 reasons why some people don't believe I'm a geek or I don't fit into the geek community fully. I did a video which will be uploaded to YouTube now about the top 10 or really 11 reasons. There was like a bonus one at the end. The top 10 reasons why I consider myself a geek. This is the second part essentially of that. On to the list. Number 1 reason why some people say I'm not a geek and I don't fit the geek stereotype. And this is a big confession. I have never really played a video game. Yes, I've played mobile games, obviously. I have never played with a console and a proper game before, apart from in one situation where my friend who bought me this wig actually invited me to play on her Wii, and we played Mario Kart, I think. I don't know which Mario it was. I have no idea. I've only ever played it once. And it was one tournament of 3 rounds. Oh gosh, this is so bad. And that was literally less than a year ago. That was when I did it. So I spent the first 20 years of my life having never played a video game, and I consider myself a geek. I'll just tell you how that one attempt at playing a video game went. I didn't know you could accidentally go backwards, the wrong way in Mario, but somehow I ended up going backwards down the course. My friend didn't know you could do this until I did it. I was so bad I didn't complete a single circuit. It literally timed out every time I did it. I was super good at crashing and falling off things on that game, and that's the only experience I ever had. It's not that I don't want to get into gaming. I want to get into gaming. I just don't know where I'd start. I'm completely lost. I don't really have a computer that I can use for gaming. I have a laptop, but I've never really... I watch lots of YouTuber gamers. I watch PewDiePie, I have done for years and years and years. I watch Jacksepticeye, I watch Markiplier, I watch Corpse Husband. I watch my fair share of YouTuber gamers, and I watch them play games. But I've never actually played one myself. I wouldn't even know where to go. What console do you buy? I don't have a computer that I can really play a game on. Can you actually play games on a laptop? I have a laptop. Well, I have a MacBook Pro, so I have a laptop that I can probably play games on. Can you play games on a laptop? I don't even know. I've only ever seen it on a computer screen, so maybe... I genuinely have no idea what I'm talking about, as you can tell. I really want to get into it. I love the idea. I just don't know where to begin. In fact, if you can leave comments below advising me what games console you think would be a good starter for me. If you know any YouTubers who are like me, who have really very small channels and would actually say yes to collaborating and teaching me how to play video games, I'd really appreciate it, because I want to get into this world. I know I'm missing out, okay? It's always interested me, but I've never had somebody to play with either. I'm an only child, and until the last 2 years I didn't have friends really that I could play games with. That is so sad. Before 2 years ago I only had 2 very close friends, one of which is not a gamer in any way, shape or form, and the other one, she's definitely played games and stuff, but we lost a bit of contact and we weren't as close when we were younger than as we are now. Hence why I've only ever played on a games console with her once. Help me! Number 2. Although I do cosplay, have cosplayed for videos before, and go to Comic-Cons in cosplay, I have never actually made my own one. I suppose I have made my own one, as in there wasn't a cosplay you could buy online of it, so I've found a t-shirt that's basically the same as the t-shirt that somebody else wears, or I've put something together through things that I've bought and you can buy in normal high street shops. But I have never made my own cosplay. cosplay. Now this is especially bad because I can actually sew. I can sew by hand and I know how to use a blinking good sewing machine and stuff like that. It's just, it is so expensive to do. Like, it is so expensive just to buy like the cheapest material to make the simplest of cosplays. Part of me feels like a fraud because I do cosplay sometimes, but I've never made my own. I do not deserve to be considered in any way, shape or form a cosplayer. In the meantime, I'm just a fraud who buys mine online and does no altercations whatsoever to them. Hence why my Italia England costume is so ill-fitting. Number 3. Now, I am rather ashamed of this, but I often don't pay creators, and I think this is something that a lot of geeks can relate to. I almost feel like I don't deserve the title of geek because of this. I read manga and stuff online from non-official sites. I watch anime online from non-official sites because I don't make a penny. I literally, as of yet, I'm unable to get a job, but that's for various reasons, including medical reasons at the moment. But that's a different video altogether. I do not contribute to society in any way, shape or form, and I have to get my anime and cartoon fix elsewhere, not from the original source, shall we say. And that really irritates me because I want to be able to help support my favourite creators. That's only right when you love their stuff. However, I can't say that I completely don't support them, because I will buy occasionally official merchandise and stuff with any money I save up or get for birthday and Christmas, that kind of thing. And I will buy a paperback copy of the manga eventually, although that's not very often. I wish I could contribute more to the thing that I love. Number 4, I know is going to get me some hate. I'm just going to come out and say it. I am not a massive fan of Studio Ghibli. Don't get me wrong, I do like Studio Ghibli. I do watch the Studio Ghibli films and I have a huge appreciation for what it's contributed to just anime in general. I know it's a portal for a lot of people to actually get into anime properly in the first place, because a lot of people's first anime experiences and stuff is with a Studio Ghibli film. However, in my personal opinion, some of the films and things I don't think necessarily should have the hype that they have. I don't think they're as good as some of the films. Oh, this is good. I know I am shooting myself in the foot by saying these things. Please don't hate me. It's just my opinion. And as I said, I do like Studio Ghibli. I do support Studio Ghibli as much as I can by occasionally buying merchandise. But it's not to say I don't like it. It's just I think there are some more interesting films out there, and honestly, the stories that Studio Ghibli make don't appeal much to me. Sorry, I'm hiding, I'm sorry, I'll move on to the next one quickly. Number 5. I am terrible with technology. I think this is one of the biggest geeky stereotypes, and I do not fit into it in any way, shape or form. When you see geeks in social media and stuff, they nearly always know exactly what to do with computers and technology. I do not. I have a very limited knowledge that would make many techno-savvy people cry. Granted, since starting YouTube, I have got much better with technology. In fact, I am very proud to say that less than a week ago, I managed to successfully check for viruses on my laptop, which I was very surprised to find that I hadn't got any. You do not know how groundbreaking that is. It may just be a simple virus check on your computer, but that is huge for me. Be proud of me. I brought an ICT teacher to tears. That's how bad with technology. I was excluded and had to do homework instead for my Year 8 ICT lessons. I didn't have any in Year 8 because I wasn't allowed to go after ruining my teacher's hopes for me. I do not fit that particular stereotype at all. Number 6. Now then, this one kind of relates to one that I mentioned in the reasons why I'm a geek. I have terrible eyesight. Fair enough. That's stereotypically geeky. However, I do not wear glasses. I do not like wearing glasses. I find them uncomfortable. I don't like the frames. The frames, I'm like, in my eyesight, I want to bat them away like a fly. I've just never ever got round to feeling comfortable with them. I do use them quite often because I do need them for driving, and I do need them to read most of the time. I do need them if I ever do like anything crafty or arty. There were only 2 friends I have ever shown my face wearing glasses to, and they are 2 of my very best friends. I should wear glasses. I don't wear glasses, but that's one of the ways that I don't fit into the stereotype. I don't wear them. Another way I am not a stereotypical geek. I'd say I'm pretty social. I can talk to just about anyone and everyone comfortably. It takes a lot to embarrass me. I wouldn't say I'm extroverted. I can fit comfortably in a social situation and don't mind spending time with people. However, I actually consider myself introverted because I just prefer it. I'm not a socially awkward person, so I don't fit into that stereotype as being a geek. I am, however, just antisocial. I'd rather just avoid socialising if I can, and only do it when I really have to. But when I do it, I pull it off pretty well. When I have to socialise, I pull off socialising well, I'd say. Number 8, I don't fit into the stereotype of being the kind of weak, unathletic kind. I mean, I'm kind of chubby, I need to lose weight, I am currently trying to lose weight, I'm trying to get to a healthy size. However, I'd say I'm still pretty athletic, even with my ill health. That's both mental and physical ill health, by the way. I usually have 3 sports that I regularly do. Unfortunately, 2 of them I've not been able to do much, one because of medical reasons, the other one because of the current situation with the little virusy bugs going around. Sorry, I'm now thinking about like them in alien form. If you don't know, I'm a kickboxer. I really love kickboxing. I also love swimming when it's in the summer. When I can, I swim. I don't go to the leisure centre because of reasons, and I might do a video on that one day. I have always loved swimming. I also horse ride. I'm starting to get more into it now, and I'm planning on actually horse riding hopefully the next 24-48 hours. The only reason why I've not been able to recently is because I've been having to have all sorts of scans and stuff for a medical condition. And one of the big things that my medical condition has been causing is a complete lack of balance. It's hard enough falling over when you're just standing and walking and doing kickboxing or something like that. However, falling off a horse while it is cantering or something, it's very dangerous and can seriously harm you. So that's the reason why I've not been horse riding as much as I want to. I also do yoga and other things. I'd say I'm actually a pretty strong person. At kickboxing, I've been compared to a T-Rex because all my strength comes from like my body and my legs. I've got very, very weak T-Rexy arms. So I'm like, with my arms, but I'm a good kicker. I love sporty activities, to be honest with you. I will throw myself into any activity I can. For instance, I fully intend on getting a couple more courses on my scuba diving done when summer comes round a bit more and we're actually allowed to socialise. Number 9, I'm not into all that kind of robot-y stuff. I'm not really into alien-y stuff either. In Marvel films and stuff like that, I'm okay with that kind of thing because of the characters. But generally speaking, I'm not into robots, I'm not into aliens. The alien stuff I generally find just too far-fetched and cheesy. When it comes to robots, like I can appreciate a good robot. I can go, oh yeah, that's a good robot. Although apart from that, there's not much more of a conversation I'm okay to have. I don't understand any of how it works. I don't understand why what it's doing is so significant and things. It just doesn't interest me really at all. You never know, maybe one day if I get better at technology and play play more video games, I was about to say. Play any video games at all. You never know, I might get into it and find a new appreciation for robots. When it comes to science fiction stuff, I like it to be at least relatively believable. When it starts defying the laws of physics and all that, I start losing interest completely. For instance, a good example of something that uses robots and things that I love would be Code Geass. I love the anime Code Geass, but that's because the characters are really interesting, and the robots in it, for me, aren't that too far-fetched. Like, a robot suit to go to war in, yeah, that I think there's stuff being developed in that category and stuff in that kind of field right now as we speak in real life. I can deal with that level of kind of sci-fi fiction, science fiction stuff, but when it gets too far out there, I've watched the Star Wars films. I can appreciate them, they're alright. They just don't particularly grab me a whole lot because it then starts getting a bit too far out of that realm of believability for me. Oh, I'm gonna have offended some Star Warsy fans and stuff. As I said, I don't mind Star Wars, I like it. I have watched the films. I quite like some of the kind of merchandise and stuff side of it. It's just that I'm not that massive into it. And finally, when you think of geeks, you think generally of like a geek playing chess and going, oh, checkmate, and things like that. Just board games in general, I am not good at, but especially not good at chess. I know it's all strategical, like just chess and thinking ahead and things, but honestly my concentration span, it just doesn't last long enough for a game of chess. I get bored. I'm just generally really bad at board games and things, because unless I'm finding the game particularly thrilling, my mind just wanders off elsewhere and I give up. They're the reasons why I don't fit the geek stereotype. A couple of them I want to work on. A couple of them one day I would love to say I fit the geek stereotype because of this. I think you can probably tell which ones I'm more wanting to do and which ones I'm less wanting to do. They're the reasons why I've had some people go, oh, you're not a geek. Stuff you, I'm still a geek. There's 10 of them, in fact, technically 11. There's 11 other reasons why I am one, okay? I'm gonna say toodle pip or beans and see you in the next video. Bye!